Today, we're diving into some interesting news about Samsung's next-generation foldables, the Galaxy Z Flip 7 and the Galaxy Z Fold 7. These devices are set to launch mid-year, and while the excitement around foldables is undeniable, early reports suggest that these models might not bring major changes. Let's break down what we know so far and what it means for Samsung's foldable future. Samsung has proven its capability in designing slim foldables with great cameras, as we saw with the Galaxy Z Fold Special Edition. However, reports indicate that the Galaxy Z Flip 7 and Fold 7 will stick to a more familiar formula rather than introducing groundbreaking innovations. Why? According to a report from South Korea, significant changes might only come with the Galaxy Z Flip 8 and Z Fold 8. This delay in innovation could mean Samsung is focusing on perfecting its existing designs rather than risking major overhauls. Interestingly, Samsung seems optimistic about its foldable sales. According to the same report, Samsung aims to sell 6 million units of the Z Flip 7 and Fold 7 combined this year. But here's the catch. For the Galaxy Z Flip 8 and Fold 8, Samsung's target jumps to 7 million units. This projected growth suggests Samsung believes the next generation of foldables might capture more consumer interest. However, if this year's numbers don't meet expectations, it could be a sign of slowing momentum in the foldable market. Zooming out, Samsung plans to sell around 230 million smartphones this year. While that number is impressive, it's still a far cry from the pre-pandemic peak of 300 million units shipped in 2019. Last year, Samsung shipped approximately 222 million smartphones, indicating a steady but slow recovery in its overall sales. These numbers highlight the challenges facing not just Samsung, but the smartphone market as a whole, especially as consumer demand shifts and competition increases. Amid the foldable uncertainty, there's good news for Samsung's flagship series. The Galaxy S25 lineup is expected to outperform its predecessors, with projected sales of 37 million units this year. Breaking it down, Samsung plans to manufacture 13 to 14 million units of the Galaxy S25, 6 to 7 million units of the Galaxy S25 Plus, and a hopping 17 million units of the Galaxy S25 Ultra. If these numbers hold true, the Galaxy S25 series will surpass the highly successful Galaxy S10 series, which sold around 35 million units in its prime. This success would solidify the S25 as a key player in Samsung's portfolio, even as foldable sales face challenges. The big question is, why are the Z Flip 7 and Fold 7 bringing major changes? It could be that Samsung is playing it safe, refining its foldable technology to ensure reliability and durability. Or it might be saving its best innovations for the Galaxy Z Flip 8 and Fold 8, as hinted in the reports. But here's the thing, while a stable product line is essential, the foldable market thrives on novelty and pushing boundaries. If the Z Flip 7 and Fold 7 don't excite consumers, Samsung might struggle to meet its sales targets. The Galaxy Z Flip 7 and Fold 7 might not be revolutionary, but they're still likely to be solid devices in Samsung's lineup. However, with competitors like Huawei and Oppo stepping up their foldable game, Samsung will need to find ways to keep its foldables at the forefront of innovation. What are your thoughts? Are you excited about the Z Flip 7 and Fold 7? Or are you waiting for the rumored big changes in the Z Flip 8 and Fold 8? Let me know in the comments below. As always, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Stay tuned for more updates on the latest tech. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. The biggest heavyweights in the smartphone world, Apple's iPhone 16 Pro Max and Samsung's Galaxy S24 Ultra. Both of these phones push the boundaries of mobile technology, offering cutting-edge features and exceptional performance. But which one takes the crown as the best big phone of 2024? Let's dive in and compare them side by side. Design. Starting with the design, both phones have distinct looks that reflect their brand identities. The iPhone 16 Pro Max stays true to Apple's iconic rectangular shape with flat sides and soft corners. This year, it features an even slimmer bezel, allowing for a larger 6.9-inch display. Samsung's Galaxy S24 Ultra, on the other hand, keeps its sleek, curved edges and integrates the ever-popular S Pen, a feature unique to Samsung's Ultra series. Size-wise, the differences are minimal. The iPhone 16 Pro Max measures 163mm at 77.6mm, while the Galaxy S24 Ultra is slightly shorter, but a bit wider at 162.3mm at 79mm. That extra width allows room for the S Pen, which gives Samsung an edge in productivity. Apple, however, introduces something new this year, the camera control button, a capacitive touch key that allows for zooming and other camera controls with a swipe. When it comes to color options, Apple sticks with its sophisticated muted tones, white, black, natural, and the new Desert Titanium. Samsung goes for more variety with options like Titanium Violet and Yellow. And for those ordering through Samsung's website, you get access to exclusive colors like Titanium Blue and Green. Display. Now, onto the display. Both phones deliver top-tier screen technology. The iPhone 16 Pro Max boasts a 6.9-inch OLED display with a buttery-smooth 120Hz refresh rate. As with the iPhone 15 Pro series, you also get the always-on display feature, which lowers the refresh rate to just 1 Hz when the phone is idle. Samsung's Galaxy S24 Ultra isn't far behind with its stunning 6.8-inch AMOLED display that also supports 120Hz refresh rates and an always-on feature. One advantage Samsung brings is an anti-reflective coating, making outdoor visibility much easier in bright sunlight, something the iPhone lacks. Both displays are breathtakingly vibrant, but there are subtle differences in color. The iPhone 16 Pro Max tends to lean towards warmer yellowish tones, while the Galaxy S24 Ultra has a cooler, more tealish hue. A standout feature for the iPhone 16 Pro Max is its ability to drop its brightness to just 1 nit for easier nighttime viewing, great for late-night scrolling. Performance. Now let's talk about what's under the hood. The iPhone 16 Pro Max is powered by Apple's latest A18 Pro chip, built on a second-generation 3nm process. This makes it incredibly efficient, with significant improvements in heat dissipation and sustained performance compared to its predecessor, the A17 Pro chip. Samsung's Galaxy S24 Ultra is no slouch either. It runs on the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 chip, custom-tuned for Galaxy devices. While the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 performs well, especially in gaming and graphics-intensive tasks, it tends to throttle a bit sooner than Apple's A18 Pro under extreme stress. In benchmark tests, the iPhone 16 Pro Max leads in CPU performance, while the Galaxy S24 Ultra takes the edge in 3D graphics, scoring slightly higher in peak performance. However, Apple's new chip excels in long-term sustained performance, so if you're planning on pushing your phone to its limits, the iPhone may have a slight edge. Camera next. Let's discuss one of the most critical aspects of any flagship phone, the cameras. The iPhone 16 Pro Max features a 48-megapixel main sensor paired with a new 48-megapixel ultra-wide sensor and a 12-megapixel telephoto lens with 5x optical zoom. Apple has also introduced a new lens coating to minimize lens flare, addressing a common complaint in previous models. On the flip side, Samsung's Galaxy S24 Ultra brings its camera game with a 200-megapixel main camera, a 50-megapixel zoom lens, a 10-megapixel telephoto camera with 3x zoom, and a 12-megapixel ultra-wide sensor. Samsung has packed in more megapixels, but remember, megapixels aren't everything. The iPhone tends to produce more natural-looking photos, whereas the Galaxy S24 Ultra sometimes leans into oversaturation, delivering more vibrant images. In low-light photography, both phones perform exceptionally well, but Samsung's larger sensor can capture more detail in some scenarios. For video, the iPhone takes the crown with its 4K recording at 120 frames per second, ideal for capturing stunning slow-motion footage. While Samsung's camera app offers tons of customization, Apple's new camera control button provides a more intuitive experience for videographers. Battery life and charging. In terms of battery life, the iPhone 16 Pro Max packs a 4,685 mAh battery, while the Galaxy S24 Ultra edges it out with a 5,000 mAh battery. Both phones are more than capable of lasting through a day of heavy use, but Samsung's slightly larger battery may give it a slight advantage. When it comes to charging, Samsung takes the lead. The Galaxy S24 Ultra supports 45-watt wired charging compared to the iPhone's 20-watt charging speed. Samsung also has reverse wireless charging, which allows you to charge other devices like earbuds on the back of your phone, something Apple's iPhone 16 Pro Max doesn't offer. Software. Lastly, let's compare software. Both iOS and One UI are polished, mature operating systems, but they offer different user experiences. The iPhone 16 Pro Max is a fantastic choice. But if you're looking for more customization options, better charging speeds, and love the idea of an S Pen, Galaxy S24 Ultra might be the perfect phone for you. Ultimately, both of these phones are top-tier devices with a ton to offer. Whichever one you choose, you're getting a powerful, feature-packed smartphone that will keep you ahead of the curve in 2024.